Hey gang, Mark LeBlanc welcoming you back to the Alley Cat Workshop. I have a problem and I'm going to try to resolve it on my own. Let me explain. I have a project, and I'll be working on that in a future video, that is going to require me to turn a stave that's at least 50 to 53 inches long. The problem is that between my drive center, my headstock and my tailstock and my live center here, I only have 43 inches, so I'm missing at least 10. Now, one option would be to buy a third extension to my lathe. That would be a little bit expensive, and the other thing too is that the piece of furniture that I've got my lathe on, well, I'm kind of at the end, so I'd be running into a bit of a problem. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting rid of the tailstock and building another one in plywood, reinforce it as much as I can so that it would extend beyond, let's say, at least 12 inches and go from there. So I think it's going to work, but I got to build it and see if it does. So hang around, folks. And let's see if we can build something that I haven't seen at all in any YouTube videos anywhere. Somebody must have done this, but it's the first time, at least that I know of, that we're going to do it on YouTube. All right? So this is what I came up with, and it actually works pretty well. Now, instead of showing you all the different steps that I used to build this, I'm going to walk you through the components, and you'll see building this yourself is going to be pretty straightforward. So, to begin with, there is one horizontal piece of plywood and a vertical piece. Both of them are the same width as the bed of my lathe, which in this case is 5 1/8 inch. They're pretty much centered on top of the bed of the lathe, and they're joined. The join is done through via dowel joinery, and of course, in order to do that, I use my trusty dowel max. The reason I use that is because it's pretty much guaranteed to have results that are perfect, flush results with the different components, and it's a very strong joint. Thank you. To reinforce this, because there's going to be a lot of pressure going backwards on this, I've got a couple of triangle pieces. This is actually hardwood, so that it has a bit more strength than the plywood. Again, I'm using dowel joinery. Again, I'm using my trusted dowel max in order to connect these to both the vertical board and the horizontal board. You'll notice that in the vertical board, my live center is hooked up or is installed. More on that later because that's where the air came from. But let me take this out for now. Put it aside. How is this thing all held onto the lathe? Let me pull this out and you'll see. So on the bottom, I have two pieces of plywood. One of them, which is right here sandwiched in the middle, is 1 1/4 inch wide, and it's exactly the width of the gap between the two sections of my bed lathe. So that piece is there in order to guarantee perfect alignment with my lathe itself. And then there's another piece which is 2 inches wide that slides underneath the bed of my lathe, and with the help of two screws, these screws working with eyelet bolts, then I'm able to secure this to the bed of my lathe. Putting this together, or putting this on, once it's aligned, it's pretty much straightforward. If I just secure this, even with one eye bolt, this thing ain't moving. It's actually very, very solid. Okay. Let's talk about the hole here. So, on my first attempt, what I did is I took very strict measurements, and I found out that the center point of my tailstock, or my headstock, sorry, was at 6 1/8 inch. So I figured that's pretty easy. Let's just drill a hole exactly 6 1/8 inch from the bottom of the horizontal piece, put it in the middle of the board, and life will be good. Well, there's always going to be a little bit of error introduced, and it turns out that in this case, things were a little bit off center. So when I used this the first time, and I put a stave between centers, this thing was going all over the place. So I rethought how to do this, and the person who had actually walked me through this process told me that he had used this. This is a little laser, right? Used normally for pets to keep them happy. So what I did is I put this thing between a little bit of blue, this stuff. Jammed it into my headstock and pointed it at the vertical piece. And I thought, well, that should be pretty straightforward to make it, or to find the center point. Because it's not a direct fit in the headstock, this thing was going all over the place. So I tried to align it as best I could. What it turned out is that I could align it so that I would have, if I turned the headstock just slightly, I would have pretty much a very small circle right about here. And so what I did is I dot plotted. So I moved the headstock just a little bit, put a mark with a pencil, moved it again, put a mark where the laser was pointing, so on and so forth, until I got that circle. And that's, with that circle in mind, I was able to find the center, I was able to drill the hole, and lo and behold, when I put in my live setting, I'm getting a very close fit in terms of centering this. So with that in mind, I'm now ready to move on to the next step. So that'll be the next video. Now before I go, here's a demonstration of what it looks like with a piece, with a stave in location. Alright gang, so last night I ran a test, put together I've got my chuck, I've got my steady rest, I'm not using it right now, and then I've got the brand new tailstock assembly, which extends at this point with this stave. It extends 9 inches beyond the bed of my lathe. And the test was pretty conclusive in that it's a lot more stable than it was before. There still is a bit of vibration, so I'm running at low speed, but if I turn this on, this is actually pretty reasonable. My goal is to turn in sections and eventually flip the stave around so that I can complete the other part, and that's why the steady rest becomes important, because of the way that you use it. Anyways, I'm happy with this. In the next video, I'll actually show you why I built this. Yes, it's a stave, but why a stave? Well, I guess we'll find out. So thanks for watching. Click that like button. Of course you liked it, right? 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 I won't insist. And do subscribe if you haven't done so. It really helps the channel. Alright folks, see you next time.